toa hii lori hapa bana kupita.
Baba escortiwe.
Lazima mzee.
Haina ujinga hiyo. Lakini ujinga kabisa.
Very big profession. This is the time we are going home.
Watu wanafanya makosa gani? This is a highway.
Welcome to Home of Politics. Ladies and gentlemen, on Sunday, Raila Odinga, after attending his private function in the Maasai, he was blocked on his way while he was coming back to Nairobi. He was blocked by the police officers at Narok, and this has brought a lot of questions to the public, because we all recognize Raila Odinga as a person who usually work with a lot of people, envoys, and for now he was blocked. But some people think that the reasons as to why he was blocked, he did not deserve the highway blockage. But take it in another way, the meaning of the blockage has a relevant importance to the people who are there and the police, because they had a reason of blocking his way. It is not that the way was completely blocked, that he was denied access via Narok, but he was told to use one side of the road, that is the outer lane of the highway, and also to allow other people to use the road. And this was contrary to what the police had instructed them, because the envoys of Raila Odinga had occupied the whole highway, and there was no space for other people to use the way, like the motorists, other business people who were using the highway. Another reason also, they were not supposed to make a stopover in Narok, because the police said there was a big or a major rally that was happening in Narok, and so a stopover of Raila Odinga and his envoy could have caused a distraction. Therefore, it was just good for them to go one way, so that to avoid interrupting this rally that was available. Also, we see that the interference of the normal working of the road should not have occurred, because knowing very well that he was not the only person with his envoy who was supposed to use the road, then it was the concern of the police officers at least to advise Raila Odinga and his envoy at least to use the road well, so that to accommodate everyone. My good people, we all recognize Raila Odinga as a highly respectable Kenyan who is a loyal citizen, but the only problem with Raila Odinga is that he is very proud to an extent that he feels he can operate outside the law and disobey any orders that has been issued to him. And this disobedience of orders is just what is making him look crazy in most of the instances, because something that is simple, just to follow and obey, cannot turn out to be so dramatic. Ladies and gentlemen, critically, the police officers were communicating something to Raila Odinga, and the first information that were passing to him is that Raila Odinga should avoid unnecessary rallies. For instance, after he had attended a church service at Maasai, he was to pass via Narok, but not to make a stopover and talk to people at Narok. And therefore, to police officers, this was just but unnecessary rally that he was going to create in Narok. Another information that the police officer wanted to make it clear to Raila Odinga is that he must obey the orders. Very simple, because once they have been instituted somewhere, their work is to maintain law and order. And once they have issued one order, then Raila Amolo Odinga disobeyed. People were just saying that they have blocked the way, they have denied Raila Amolo Odinga the access, but that was not the deal. It was just a simple order that had been issued so that as much as Raila Amolo Odinga is using the highway, he should also accommodate other people like business people, motorists, and other users of the highway. And so it was just important for Raila to be informed that he must obey the orders. We have another information being passed here that Raila Amolo Odinga is just a normal Kenyan. He is not special at all. He's just a normal Kenyan, and once he is in Kenya, he should just follow and do what other people are doing, because there is nothing special about him coming from Masai, stopping over at Narok, and heading over again to Nairobi. And now, being a normal person, he did not deserve a whole highway to use it, because it was not an official rally that he was supposed to have held, and therefore he's just a normal Kenyan, a normal citizen. Another information here that we are being told by these police officers, it is not time for political campaigns. That is obvious, because he knows very well that the time for campaigns were over. It was last year, 2022. Now we are in a new time whereby people are concentrating with work and other things that is making Kenya to move ahead. And therefore, it was just clear that it is not time for political campaigns, and that is why these police officers did not allow Raila Amolo Odinga to make a stopover at Narok. And lastly, we see his invoice was not as much special compared to what they were expecting, because these people are expecting a lot of attention. They are passing everywhere. That is Baba's envoy passing, and they are not as important as the way they were expecting to be handled while they arrived at Narok. And lastly, as much as Raila Amolo Odinga and his envoys were using the highway, they are just as important as these motorists who are also running the highway and the other people who are using the road. And they could not interfere with the normal functioning of the Narok town just because Raila Amolo Odinga is passing. No, it could not operate like that. And for this issue of interrupting with others' businesses and their normal living style at the expense of the respect that some others are deserving, then it is not right. And for these reasons, the police officers just wanted to pass a lot of information to these people who are complaining so much about the road blockages. And as much as he is a famous politician, a respectable Kenyan politician, then he is just a normal Kenyan, and he should operate and stick within the law. Thank you so much for watching my video. Continue tuning in so that you can be updated. Have a nice day.